Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning to one and all. We are on the verge of the end of the lesson, the fall of Troy. The Greek ships had not sailed far off. As soon as they were hidden by an island, they had lowered their sails and dropped anchored and waited for the night. That means I told you earlier that the ships had sailed off to another place and hid behind the island out there, and they anchored themselves. Anchored themselves means they halted out there. They put, like you put brakes in any form of vehicle to make it stop out there. Same way, for a ship to halt, for a ship to be stationed, for a ship to stop at any place, you have to drop an anchor. It is a device, it is an instrument like a brake in any other vehicle. It is a brake for the ship to be halting at one particular place. In the darkness, the fleet sailed back. Fleet means all the ships sailed back, and the leading ship, which was Agamemnon, that means he is a king in that way, bore a red light high on its mast. The Greek who was watching for the return of the fleet crept to the wooden horse and gave the signal. The side of the horse opened, and the Greeks climbed out and opened the gates. The whole Greek army entered the sleeping city. Immediately the Greeks set fire to the houses and the towers and the palace and began to burn and kill. That means here at night, all the people of Troy, the Trojan people, were totally dead sleep. They were sound sleep. They were tired, they were exhausted, they were fatigued. They had enjoyed the whole day with great grand celebration, and because of that they have in for a sound sleep. Then the action came into working. The man who was tied at the wooden horse came out of the Trojan city, and he opened the gate. He gave a signal to Agamemnon, the king of the ship had a red mast on it, and then all the ships of the Greek came back to the city of Troy. And again the signal was given to the people who were inside the horse out there. They also came out. That means the city of Troy was attacked from both the sides by the people of Greece, from inside and outside. And then that was the turning point of the city of Troy. Immediately Greek people set the whole city of Troy with fire. Houses and towers, palaces and people were literally burnt dead alive in that manner. The people were literally shouting, howling, screaming, crying. Women, children, people aged, young, soldiers, all were totally unprepared. They were all sound sleep, tired, fatigued in that particular manner. And because of all these things, the Troy was now captured, now defeated, and Troy was turned to ashes. Troy was filled with the sight of leaping flames. Leaping flames, everything was burning in every nook and corner of the city of Troy. And the sound of shouting and the noise of weapons and the cries of women weeping. That means everyone was shouting for help, everyone was screaming, and they were literally crying. The women, the children were crying, and noises of weapons striking were going on in there. The sleeping Trojans sprang out of the bed, but they were taken by surprise. Their enemy were right inside the walls, and many of the Trojans were killed before they could be put on their armor and seized their weapons also. That means the Greek attacked the Troys from both the sides, inside and outside also. The wall, the gate was opened, and the people on the sail, on the ship, they all entered into the city of Troy. They burnt each and every house, each and every tower, each and every palace of the complete city of Troy, and in such a particular way it was put to sleep. They were sleeping as it is. Then as the complete city of Troy caught fire, burning to death, they were in particular manner. People were shouting, people were crying, people were springing from here and there. All attack was taken in a surprise, in an astonishing manner, and the Trojans were killed completely, and finally the city of Troy was captured, was sieged, was the Trojan were defeated in completely this manner. Any questions, any queries, any doubts, you're most welcome to ask me as and when required, as and when asked, because here we are turning to the end of the lesson where Agamemnon, the king, had the main signal man and the signal given by the person who was under the horse in such a way, and Troy was taken by surprise, by astonishment in such a way that the Troy people who celebrated a grand festival all day on, and at night it was the terror of death, and night of terror with night of death also, because the Troy was totally captured, totally sieged, totally defeated, and they turned to ashes because the people of Greece totally burned the city of Troy completely in such a way, in such a manner that never to turn back to the people of Greece. And this is the way how the Greece people took their vengeance with the city of Troy. You can ask me any word, any line, any sentence you did not understand while my explanation was on. You can call me, you can chat with me with WhatsApp or on Telegram. You can give me a call. I'm available round the clock in such a way and in such a manner where I can check it out. You can call me. Jazakallah.